the amateur scene and how it's changing the sport right now, because yes, he doesn't have as many fights as his opponent, but with a record of what, 29-3 as an amateur, you've got to see how much experience that's given him, traveling around the world, competing against people of different nationalities in the same week, Sean, right? You're taking out 4 or 5 guys in a week to win one of those competitions, and they've all got different skills. They're representing England and Ireland and Brazil and Ukraine, and you know, there's so many different strong teams there. Bahrain are killing it as well. You know, he's got so much really strong experience on the amateur level. He's worked them in the dark for a lot of professional MMA fans, you know, the ones that only watch the professional fighters, but the work has been done for ISBULAVE, and you can see how confident he is stepping in there against someone like Jesus Pinedo, because he's got that experience as an amateur. And as you said, Sean, he makes short work of people. He's an aggressive fighter. He likes to put people away, and he likes to do it under complete control. And one thing that stood out to me as well, Sean, when he was on the scales, is look at the condition that this guy's in. He's not huge for the weight class, but there's just no wasted weight on him at all.
And now Dubai, let's hear it for his opponent. Fighting out of the red corner, it's Jesus Pinedo!
2023 PFL champion, former Sparta featherweight champion, former Inca featherweight champion, UFC veteran. And a man that his loss will eventually be overturned to a no contest because it came against ISBULAVE, who eventually submitted a positive sample for performance-enhancing drugs. Jesus Pinedo is riding the rage of that injustice into this bout tonight. Feels like he was unfairly taken off the top of this featherweight division and wants to get back into the win column against SALAMAT ISBULAVE tonight. We take a look at the advanced stats for this fight presented by Arkham, trade with intelligence. He's a big-time finisher, and almost 80% of those career finishes have come in the first round, all actually before the 4-minute mark. He is able to manage his emotion, his focus in chaos better than almost any fighter you will see in the sport. And he has a preternatural ability to suck people into his world of those chaotic exchanges, where he's got big power in short range. Despite being so long, he actually likes fighting in the phone booth. Tail the tape for this showcase bout, both men 29 years of age. You can see Jesus Pinedo is the bigger fighter all around. He's taller, he weighed in slightly heavier, he has to cut weight aggressively to get to 145, and he's got a 5-inch reach advantage.
This is one fight that MMA fans right here in Dubai and all over the world have been waiting for. It's a featherweight bout at 145 pounds. And first up, we introduce the fighter out of the blue corner. He is undefeated with a professional record of 9 wins, and all 9 have come in the way of knockout or submission for 100% win rate. Weighing in at 144.2 pounds, and he's fighting out of Kazakhstan. This is SALAMAT ISBULAVE! And his opponent tonight is fighting out of the red corner. He is the 2023 PFL Featherweight Tournament champion. He won 5 of his last 6 fights, standing at 6 feet tall and weighs in 145.2 pounds. And he's fighting out of Lima, Peru. This is Jesus El Mudo Pinedo! And your referee for the fight, John McCarthy.
That's actually Big John McCarthy overseeing the action. Mario Balotelli, legendary striker, football star, England and Italy, primarily, where he played most of his illustrious career.
All right, are you ready? You ready?
ISBULAVE in the gold trunks, Jesus Pinedo in the red. Southpaw stance for Pinedo. You can see the size difference here early. Can ISBULAVE show us the speed advantage?
I like his movements early. I like that heavy feint that he's using on that lead leg as well. It's like Pinedo's trying to figure out what he's going to throw first. I mean, there's only so much research you can do on an amateur that applies to their pro game, because there's so many things that change: the size of the gloves, the shin guards, even wearing a rash guard changes it.
And if you look up the tape on ISBULAVE, there's a lot of quick fights.
Yeah, yeah.
So how much can you really gather from 1 minute of work, 2 minutes of work? I imagine that Jesus Pinedo sees a little bit of himself in SALAMAT ISBULAVE, because much like Pinedo, when he does engage, it's fast, it's furious, and the power takes people off their feet quickly.
Yeah, Pinedo fights in bursts as well. So, you know, we've seen him be really, really aggressive in past fights, but the more recent version of Pinedo that we've seen, he does play this game where he kind of drifts in and out and he tests range and he sees what his opponent's going to do. But as we know, when he decides he's going to attack, it's just a chaotic flurry of strikes, and he is so incredibly aggressive. Was able to dispatch some incredible fighters with that aggression.
And maybe because of his slender build, every single time he hits someone with solid contact, you can watch them process the surprise of how bad it hurts, of how disorienting the strike is. Of course, the question is, can he land on somebody like SALAMAT ISBULAVE? Slow start here for both fighters denotes a lot of respect for the opponent.
ISBULAVE doing a great job of holding the center right now, but he's trying to feint and get Pinedo to go first, and Pinedo's playing a very patient game as well. It's almost like they're trying to smoke each other out. Sidestep for ISBULAVE, covering his opponent. I was going to say, I'm surprised we've not seen that body kick fired yet.
You saw the spinning back fist threatened right after the kick partially landed. Long left hand from Pinedo.
Seems like ISBULAVE's allowed Pinedo to move into the center to try and draw an attack out of him even. Good coverage up against the fence still. ISBULAVE might feel like he needs to respond if these start booing.
You got to get it going. You got to go after each other. Fight.
3 minutes in, Big John McCarthy wants to see some action after the slow start. ISBULAVE obliges with the first right hand.
We had a strike thrown yet, Sean, with 90 seconds left. This is very out of character for Jesus Pinedo. There goes ISBULAVE with a straight right.
Blocked by Jesus Pinedo. He then drifts out of range of the next one. And that might be what's causing the hesitation, that speed of ISBULAVE. Jesus a step slower here.
I like that body shot by ISBULAVE. So good with his feinting as well. It's really believable. And that's part of the reason why Pinedo's struggling to get started. Takedown attempt, drives. Big power from the top straight away.
ISBULAVE passing, attempting to at least.
Yeah,
Pinedo able to recover his guard.
Pinedo tried to drag him into a triangle there, but
Up kick attempt here from Jesus Pinedo. Bicycling his legs. Had to block a big right hand attempt. Oh, crucifix position here for SALAMAT ISBULAVE. Big work with the left hand. Pinedo had to tuck his face against that thigh to avoid these big elbows. Nastiness. Oh, it's over already! Right before the final bell of that first round, the biggest win of SALAMAT ISBULAVE's career over a former PFL champ.
Incredibly impressive performance. Pinedo getting back to his feet.
What a debut for SALAMAT ISBULAVE. That is one heck of a way to announce your presence in this featherweight division.
Waited a whole amateur round to get started and only needed a minute to finish. Team as well. Realized his potential on an international stage as a pro. So we've just been made aware by Big John McCarthy that we actually got a tap from Jesus Pinedo. Big elbows here, look, 2 big elbows.
Pinedo was having trouble with his left eye from the moment he went down. As he was throwing those up kicks, you could see it.
Yeah, John McCarthy said there was a tap.
It was more of a wave the fight off type gesture. The result is the same. Saif Al-Naji makes it official.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the 10th fight of the evening, this featherweight bout was stopped by your referee, John McCarthy, in the first round after 4 minutes and 57 seconds. For your winner by tap out due to strikes, SALAMAT ISBULAVE!
As you mentioned, Dan, it took a minute to get going. In fact, Big John McCarthy had to kind of force the start or the restart. But as soon as he got Jesus Pinedo down and past that guard, the crucifix position and the nasty elbows, we'll have to take another look at these replays, because if you watch after the takedown, you can see that Jesus Pinedo's having some trouble with his left eye. And ISBULAVE took advantage of it, forced the finish in the first round.